Hi, I'm Scott Adams. I work with Picus Concrete. I'm the operations manager. I take care of 250 plus employees, making sure that they are on the job sites that we need them on each day. And we handle all of the big scope of projects like this across the Salt Lake Valley.
My name is Dave Wilkinson. I work for Picus Concrete. I'm a project manager. I manage some of their bigger projects. Just did one in Sugar House with the GridFlex system that was 10 stories.
Our company does high-end commercial projects.
We do parking structures, apartment buildings, condos, hotels.
High-rise cores, school buildings, hospitals, from 0 to 15 levels, turnkey package, all concrete included.
Before we were introduced to the GridFlex system, we used mainly AlumaBeam and some Proform. The downside to those were a lot of parts and pieces. They were heavy, time-consuming.
They were efficient in their day, but I think that technology has outgrown them, and there was way too many parts and pieces, and it required too much labor to get to the same end result that we're getting with much less labor now. Our productivity rates have increased greatly with fewer manpower. I would say that we are averaging 6,000 to 7,000 square feet a day with 6 guys, compared to 4,000 or 5,000 square feet a day with 10 to 12 guys.
When the decks are flat, we can blow through it pretty quick, and we can set probably 3 to 4 times faster than we could previously with the other systems we used.
It certainly helps us with dispersing manpower wherever it's needed, and does affect the bottom line because we can focus on other areas simultaneously.
Our productivity has increased. Our manpower has decreased, so we can do more with less, which is huge in our business. I was a little hesitant because it seemed too easy, too light, but we were pleasantly surprised with how sturdy it is and how easy it is to place. We were told initially how much production we should get out of it, which wasn't the case at first. There was definitely a learning curve. It took us a little while to get used to the system and to get into the flow, but once we did, we are actually exceeding our initial expectations, which is awesome.
We were a little bit skeptical on how much we could use it on our thick decks. We weren't sure if it was going to be durable enough and if it was going to stand up to the wear and tear because it is a very light aluminum frame. We have been amazed by how great it has been and how good it has been, and our production rates have been even quicker than we expected them to be. And all of our guys love it and ask for it on all of their jobs, even though they were all familiar with other systems prior to us introducing this to them. In today's market, it's hard to change a guy's opinion on something that they like. This one has been very easy for us to integrate.
GridFlex is a great match for any flat deck projects. Obviously, we have a lot of projects that we have beams in, which we still incorporate into the GridFlex system. I've done multiple projects with exterior beams, with interior beams, with slopes, and the GridFlex has worked great on every application that we have.
GridFlex has worked out so well for us that we're trying to use it in any and all applications. Initially, there was a few hesitations, but we have been working with our salesmen to overcome those, and we feel like it has an application on every project we're doing, from parking garages to ramps to everything that we do across the board.
The infill panels work great. That was my biggest concern initially, is how I'm going to do the infills and make everything work and piece together. But I was quite surprised at how easy the infill pieces went together around columns, around walls. It's pretty seamless, and it just flows right together.
One of the main reasons we like GridFlex is because there are very few elements and there's very few moving pieces. When we come out to a site, we see the 3 different options as far as the panels: the white, the yellow, the orange, and then a minimal amount of post and head pieces. We love that about it. Any competitive option that we have besides GridFlex would have double that amount of options. So one of the main reasons we chose GridFlex was because of the few amount of pieces that it has to use.
The project that I just finished, we used the Perry slab tables with the GridFlex. I had some trepidation about how that was going to work together, but it fit seamlessly. The GridFlex worked great with the tables. The 2 systems together worked really well for the application that we had.
I've been in this business for 20 plus years, and it's hard to change when you're having success. Prior to GridFlex, we were extremely successful and we were doing just fine beating the bottom line. We were always making money on our jobs. We happened to see a product that we thought might be good. It was better than we expected it to be. So we couldn't be happier. We're a few years into using the product at this point, and it's been everything that we wanted it to be and more.
The GridFlex system has definitely exceeded my expectations. I've told my boss that I won't do a project without it because it works so well and it's so fast. It's worked great in every application that we've had, and we're happy with it. We love it.